when it comes to GB News, the results are pretty mixed. I mean, on one hand, nobody can deny that they've actually done some pretty decent work and they've had some pretty decent conversations. But on the other hand, GB News has done some pretty weird stuff and they've sacked half their decent staff. But something that nobody was able to forecast was that they actually have more Labour viewers than Conservatives. Because the GB News article says that support for Labour among GB News viewers has soared by 13% in the last 5 years. And we will have a look at the full breakdown in a moment with all of those numbers, where it actually tells the full story. But like I said, this is from GB News itself. This isn't like a Sky News or a BBC News hit piece. This is genuinely on their own website. And I'm not sure what their long-term game plan is. But like this article, it almost sells it as a win. Which I really do find strange. Because I don't think that they should be in the market for Labour voters. But apparently that doesn't matter because they already make up the biggest viewing demographic. And these are the numbers here. You can see that the viewers of GB News breaks down like this. 39% of them are Labour voters, and only 28% are Conservatives, with 20% of the viewers voting for the Reform Party. So like I said, GB News, right, they do actually have the majority of their viewers as Labour voters. But I think some of it does have to do with like some of the weird stuff that we've seen GB News do. But it is also down to things like the Conservatives just losing half of their voter base to Reform. Because they really do seem to be splitting the vote. And like splitting the vote is something that you really don't want in politics. But it is pretty much 50-50 and like Reform really have been able to do it. But if you added both of them together, it would actually dwarf the Labour viewership. So in a case like this, the overall maths, it is pretty important. Because whilst GB News does have the majority of their viewers being Labour voters, at least most of their viewers are still right-leaning. Essentially, GB News and Reform, I mean, they're doing some pretty odd stuff. But whether you like them or not, they are causing a major ripple in UK politics. And if you want to help this channel cause a ripple effect even bigger than GB News, there's only one thing to do, and that's to join the 34,080 subscribers. As well as this video on screen where 9 migrants have become your next door neighbour.
This country has gone crazy.